Hey guys, we are here at CEDIA 2025 on the main floor. I'm here in front of the brand new Christie Eclipse G3. This is a 400-ish pound, massive, beautiful projector. We've had a chance to see it over in one of the showrooms. I've got Larry here. Larry, tell us all about this beautiful piece.
Well, we are super excited. This is our third generation of Eclipse, which is why it's called G3. We actually have had Eclipse lines actually since 2018. This is the latest one with a lot of refinements and a lot of subtle improvements. The one thing that all Eclipse projectors do is make the best picture out the lens. So that has been the one thing that we've been focused on, is how do you make a projector that is without compromise to the image. It's all about the image quality. The projector, it's a little, as you said, a little heavy.
It's kind of intimidating.
It's a little long. It's a beast of a machine.
Right.
But it's designed to be incredibly reliable. We've done a lot of refinements to this. One of the improvements that we've done on this over the previous generation, it is rated at 43 to 45 decibels of audio. So it's really actually very quiet, which makes it work for a lot of boothless or booth projection.
Sure.
It is designed with a lot of flexibility. It's actually it can be omnidirectional, which is not really for this market, but we actually use these in theme parks and planetariums and other spaces where the projectors, big venues where the projector can be at whatever different angle. That's what this really gives us, is that total flexibility. One of the other improvements, where we can hit up to 30,000 lumens of power.
Wait a minute, 30,000 lumens, Larry.
30,000 lumens.
I have a projector in for review. It's like 10,000.
Right.
I'm going, this is wild. This is a whole new level.
It's a whole new level. This is a flagship product for us. We know it's not for everyone. But for the people that are like, I want the best picture, that's what this does. It's a 6 DLP projector product. It's really unique. There's nothing like it at the show. 6 DLP, they work in concert with each other. It is a 120 hertz 4K native product. Supports from 24 all the way up to 120 at 4K. Has lots of inputs, lots of functionality, lots of flexibility. By the way, it'll do that 30,000 lumens at 100% power for 50,000 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's bonkers.
It's designed.
This is built to last for a lifetime.
It's built to last, It's built to last. And not everyone has to run it at 50,000. You don't have to. Depends on what lens you put in it.
Sure.
If you put in an ultra high contrast lens, you lose some brightness, but you get up to 20 million to 1 contrast. And that's real world contrast, not marketing spec hype stuff where you turn off the light source or you shutter it or something. This is full on, and you can't see anything out of the screen. And literally you can have a pixel that is 20 million times brighter than the black surrounding it. Black is black.
Larry, we were in the Christie booth in here, and when they shut the lights off, and I've seen Christie Eclipse at previous shows, when they shut the lights off, most people realize that you can't get true black with a projector. That's why OLED is king.
That's right.
This literally is like OLED quality. When it gets black, you can put your hand to your face, you don't see nothing.
It's black.
Yeah, and that's at full lamp.
That's
full laser.
Full
that joker's all the way on.
Right. And don't forget, the contrast ratio of this, the spec for Rec 2100 is 200,000 to 1 contrast, and we're at 20 million to 1 contrast. And we're also 98% of Rec 2020 does P3 beautifully. It's all dialable, tunable. We typically, for this market, will have like a Mad VR in front of this that does that 3D LUT that just gets the best out of this product as possible. You do all that fine level of tuning. Lots of different functionality. Let's come take a look at the inputs over here.
This thing is huge. It's like I said, it's about 410 pounds.
It's 410 pounds. It is. It took 8 of us to pick it up and put it on, from the crate onto the table. It is definitely not a light beast. We have DisplayPort 2.1. We have 2.0. We have HDMI with DisplayPort 1.4. So for gaming opportunities, there's lots of different inputs. We also have full-size BNCs, which is probably not for this market, but the point is we have a lot of flexibility, a lot of functionality what we built into this product.
You wouldn't want to make a bunch of different versions of this for different markets. Let's give you everything that you possibly could need.
That's right.
You can hook it up. We're going to make it look
beautiful. And
beautiful.
We'll do 2D and 3D at 120 hertz. So this is designed as the flagship product for us. This is our product that, like I said, the only thing that matters on any Eclipse, when we started developing it back in 2014, is the picture has to be the best picture that can be made, and that's what this is designed to be.
Right.
It is a two-part system. There's actually another part to this.
Okay.
There's a chiller that actually plugs in back here.
Yes, so this is almost like an air conditioner for this, because this probably generates a ton of heat.
It does, but not in the room.
Right.
Most of the heat and the noise comes out of the chiller. The chiller, we put systems up to 130 feet away from the projector head.
Yeah.
So
that way you can keep the noise floor down in the room.
That's right. And
Super
the heat,
smart.
and also the heat down in the room.
Yeah.
So you have these really industrial cooling connectors.
Yeah.
They are just like, I'll call them garden hose. That's really not appropriate. They're industrial type hoses, but they have a dripless quick disconnect connector. They're polarized, so you can't plug it in backwards. I mean, it's designed to be really easy. Runs on 30 amps, 30 amp circuit in the US, 32 in Europe.
Sure.
But a 30 amp circuit, and we have a UPS for a second input for keeping the electronics up and running if there's a power outage. It doesn't keep the whole projector running, but at least it keeps the cooling system circulating while the power is cooling down.
Yeah.
But designed for ultimate functionality and flexibility.
Right.
This is like our Griffin series, which is a phenomenal platform.
I've seen that as well.
And the Griffin is beautiful picture, but when you have a totally light-controlled environment, this just takes it to another level.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the Christie Eclipse G3 is.
Well, and no joke, I've seen a lot of projectors over the years. I've never seen anything like a Christie. They're phenomenal. The color science behind it is beautiful. Of course, the brightness is crazy. Your contrast is off the chart. Black levels. It's like everything you would ever dream of in a projector. This is it for sure. But again, like I said, this is even beyond aspirational for a lot of people.
And we know that. We know that.
Yeah.
And that's why we make other great products for that. Joel's going to talk to you about that in a little while.
Yeah, and I'd love to see those as well.
And we have a great series of options for people. We know this is not for everyone, but this does make, when you have, when you want the best, that's what this is. There's really, truly nothing like it.
So I have filmed home theater tours all around the world. And there are plenty of guys out there that can afford this. Sure. It's definitely not for me. It's not for
me either, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the reality is there are some people that can't afford this, and if you do want the absolute best, by far, I've never seen anything quite like the Eclipse ever.
Right, and it's true native 4K, 4096 cinema grade 4K. Not UHD 4K, it's real. Yeah. So for those wide screens and everything else, it gives you that little extra resolution, little extra punch. We have a lot of lens different options for this. We have from 0.38 to 3.89 to 1. So we have different lens options.
Sure, depending on how long your throw distance and contrast you want.
Exactly. And there's contrast, different brightness levels, different contrast. There's different things. If you go with the high contrast lenses or high brightness lenses, you get around 10 million to 1 contrast, which is still black is black. It's really incredible. But this, what is unique also about Eclipse is that not only does it 0, it does 1. And 2 and 3, and you can see those subtle details at the low contrast level. And that's what most things don't do.
Right.
They just they go here and then they jump up, and they just don't do that fine finesse in that black. And that's what we really focused this on. How do you make this to be the best product we can make?
Yeah. And of course, the Christie dealer, they're going to be able to figure out all the stuff. Like me as the consumer, if I'm like, I want the best, but I don't know what lens to do, I don't know what contrast I need, that dealer's going to walk you through that and figure out, okay, here's the package that we recommend based on your size room, based on your environment, and here's your goals to meet those.
That's correct. And the distributors for this are not the regular Christie dealers. There's got to be a different. They have to be qualified to be able to deal with this, because this is not a casual thing. You just pick up, throw it in the room, and away you go. This is a serious investment. But we're really excited about the Eclipse G3. It's really a phenomenal product.
This thing is awesome.
Thank you. I'm glad you got a chance to see it. If you're still at CEDIA, please go to Sunroom 7. It's just an exceptional experience.
For sure.
Thank you. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff in the booth.
So Larry, we're in front of a beautiful, massive, this is about 160-inch diagonal LED wall. I didn't even know Christie made LED walls. So tell me about this.
Christie's been actually an LED for many years now. We have several generations. This is actually our Core 3 series, our latest one, 0.9 millimeter. There's actually 36 panels that is making up this entire giant screen behind us. It's designed for a lot of flexibility, a lot of functionality, but it's our entry-level product, and we're going to show you something else in a little bit. But this is our entry-level product. Puts out a great-looking picture, but it's a nice high pitch, 0.9 millimeter It's a nice high quality wall.
Now, general application for this, is this home cinema? Are we talking commercial? Maybe both?
Well, we do a lot of these with industrial applications, professional applications, theme parks, things like that.
Yeah.
And for the people that want them in their living room, we'll be happy to do these too.
So they can work either way.
That's right. It's designed as a very functional, flexible product. So that is a great entry-level product with our Core 3. Next, I'm going to show you microtile LED. That's a different beast. Let's take a look at that. So here we are looking at our microtile LED. This is our 0.75 millimeter. It's our finest dot pitch. We actually go from 1.5, 1.25, 0.9, and 0.75. This is a very flexible, functional product. This is designed and built by Christie in Canada. And Richard's going to take a little bit of it apart. So as he's doing that, what he's going to do is actually remove these panels. This is actually a microtile itself, and there's actually 3 of these guys.
Oh, check that out.
There's 3 of these. They have an arrow on them that shows how they go back on. I'm going to place them down in whatever order. That is actually the chassis that goes behind that, and it's powered by a single PoE Ethernet cable. So he can disconnect that. This is the whole chassis. It's a single unit. You can swap these out. They have awareness of what's above and below them or what's around them.
Right.
And to reassemble it. So basically what's coming off of that is off of what we call the Octroller. It's actually buried in the wall right now, so I can't show it to you. But we can run 8 of these chassis from one of those feeds, and then we have as many as we need to be able to do whatever wall we want.
Right.
So go ahead and put that back together.
So you make it look so easy, Larry.
well, that's the beauty of this. There's a ton of engineering.
They just snap together.
It literally snaps together, and it'll take a second for it to wake.
Processing looks for it and says, "Okay, we've got
it'll
got a piece here," and then it's gonna. There you go.
And it'll take a few seconds for it to sort of wake up and figure out where it is. And I put these back in a different order than they were.
Right.
And just give it a second for it to pop back in.
Nice. Look at that.
A few seconds.
That's cool.
And actually, Richard, why don't you just swap one of the tiles? Okay, now it's finished. It's recalibration because it has to learn what is going on.
Where you put them.
We're going to take this one off over here. He's going to put it over there.
Right.
And snap it back on. It'll have to. It takes a few seconds.
Going, wait a minute. What's going on?
Takes a few seconds, but it's still calibrating. It's not quite there yet. Still calibrating. Just give it a sec. But it's designed to be incredibly functional, incredibly flexible in what it does, and it learns where it is relative to everything else.
That is super cool.
That is microtile LED. It's a super powerful product. These also, you can wrap them, you can do curves, you can also wrap it around a corner.
Okay.
And so we sell a lot of these into industrial applications, and it's a really, really functional product. Theme parks and for the people that want beautiful art exhibit in their house. It's also configurable into different shapes and functions.
Okay.
So you don't have to make it a square. It can be a vertical. It can be a stair step. It can be all sorts of things. So it's not.
So this can be like an art piece in your house.
This can be an art piece in your house. Exactly.
Wow.
That's kind of what we're showing at the show here. Is sort of an art mode.
Yeah.
We have just various art on this, but that's all fully calibrated, all done. There was no manual intervention that was required. It's aware. It has self-awareness and understands what it's doing.
And Larry, we're in the worst environment possible.
Yeah, that's
at a
right.
trade
Yeah,
show.
this is not.
And this thing looks awesome. So imagine it in your house, in your living room, in your, if you got a mansion and you want to put something like this and be able to swap out images.
That's right.
That's pretty wild.
And it's also P3 color. It's a beautiful color. And very functional, super robust and reliable, and that's what this is really made for, to do that.
I love it, man. This is cool. Your booth, you've got tons of cool toys.
Thank you. We do have a lot of fun stuff. Our Eclipse is definitely our flagship. That is sort of the star of the show, if you will, from Sunroom 7. But I'm going to have you talk to Joel about the other products that we have to offer.
So, Michael, I know you've just finished basically hearing about the Eclipse, which is basically the very top end of our product line. But we do have multiple product families that we also sell in this space as well. And I'll start off with this one here. This is the Inspire Series product line. This is the 4K 860 model. Okay. It's basically our entry-level product in this space. It does come with a fixed lens. That doesn't mean that you can't zoom in. It's still a 1.2 to 2.0 throw ratio. but it's not an interchangeable lens, which means that if you have an application or a theater or home cinema that requires something that's either shorter or longer throw, you're going to have to go to our next generation product, which is the Jazz series, effectively. So in this one, as I was saying, it's a 4K 860, runs about 8,000 ISO lumens.
Super bright, 8,000 lumens.
It's quite
is amazing.
bright, right? Especially in a light-controlled environment. Like, but even though it's at that brightness level, a lot of people will turn it down because if you're completely in the dark, it sometimes is overwhelming, right? Then we go on to our Jazz series product line. I should mention, this is a single chip 1DLP product. Okay. And this is also 1DLP product. This is the Jazz series. We offer this one in full resolutions, but typically home cinemas prefer a 4K resolution. So we have a 16,000 lumen and a 21,000 lumen version of this one. Again, this is for like bigger screens typically. And also if you need something like an interchangeable lens throw, we're going to be closer or a little bit longer. This has a complete lens suite, so you're buying the lens separately for this, right?
Yeah. So this will be more more of a custom, So you got a room, you got certain dimensions, you got certain space requirements, throw distance. It's like, okay, we need to give you some flexibility in this, and that's where the dealer can help you figure out what's best for your setup.
Exactly, right. And I think the other thing too is, when it comes to budgets as well, obviously. So for someone who has a stricter budget, these are good products for them. And then you get into our 3-chip product line, which is effectively the higher end product line of Christie. The main difference here being that the two products I talked to you about already are basically laser phosphor projectors with a color wheel, whereas here you go into 3DLP, pure RGB color space. So you're able to reach color spaces of like P3 or Rec 2020 if you wanted to. As long as you have the content mastered to take advantage of that, you're going to see colors out of these products that you've never seen before. And that's the real advantage of the M series. The other major thing with the M series is that we have the ability to, we're going to have the ability to take advantage of something called VDR, which is something Christie's been working on the cinema side, which is variable dynamic range. And effectively what that means is we're able to take the content coming into the projector and effectively adjust the contrast on the fly, on a frame-by-frame basis, right? So we're effectively, clipping the brightest images and being able to bring the contrast down, which will basically give you increases of contrast of 10 to 1 sometimes, right? So this product, for example, without an ultra-high contrast lens, will do 2,000 to 1 on-off. But it goes to 5,000 to 1 with an ultra-high contrast lens. But once we launch VDR for this level of product sometime next year, you'll be able to push that to, 50,000 plus to 1 contrast ratio, right? Which we are doing a demonstration in one of the other halls here, and people are blown away. We're showing kind of the before and after, the VDR.
So we saw that earlier. That was super cool. And maybe I'll be able to possibly be able to put some B-roll up here if I was able to capture some of that. But they would show it, and it's kind of, a little hazy. And then when they trigger it, it's like, ooh, it went really black.
Yeah, it's like you don't even, like when you first see it, you're thinking, oh, this looks pretty good. And all of a sudden you see what it could be, and you're like, wow, it really blows you away, right? So now we have another product line called Griffin, which is our brightest, I guess, product before we get into the Eclipse that Larry's already talked about. That product is not on display. It's taller and longer than this one. It's same technology based on pure RGB, 3DLP, but that one reaches 35 or 50,000 lumens depending on the model you want. So then you're really talking about larger cinemas here with big screens where people want to have as many nits on the screen as possible effectively.
The Christie Griffin was the first Christie I ever saw.
Okay, cool.
It was beautiful. I was like, I didn't know a projector could look that great. And then of course then I get exposed to the Eclipse and I'm going, oh crap, they keep going up the ladder.
Exactly, right? But I mean the advantage is you have something for pretty much all the budgets. I mentioned the 25. We also have a 15,000 lumen version of the M series, so a 15 or a 25.
We had that at a show I used to do probably 2 years ago. We saw the 15. Again, I've yet to see one that I went, that's okay. Like these are beautiful projectors. It just depends on what budget you have.
Exactly.
How beautiful do you want to get?
Exactly. So we feel between the different product lines we have something for every potential cinema that somebody's looking for, and we think we're well positioned to continue to push in this market.
Dude, I love it, Joel. These are awesome. Well, Larry, you've got some amazing products. I've been a huge fan of Christie since I first saw the Christie Griffin. Beautiful image. And I had a chance to see the Christie Eclipse here at CEDIA maybe a year or two ago.
It's a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, so I saw
that was our Gen 2.
Yeah, so I saw it. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So now you've stepped it up even more. So you continue to innovate for those that truly want the best on the market. I truly see that. I truly believe that because I've seen it in person many times.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It is really exciting to see the reactions from people seeing the Eclipse, because there's never been another projector like it except for the previous gen Eclipse that you saw a couple of years ago. The G3 is really our just most refined. We've put a lot of effort into making this just exceptional. Well, the main difference between the Gen 1 and Gen 2 versus the Gen 3 is we built the laser into the projector. So that's why it's a little bit longer chassis. It's actually a little narrower, a little shorter than the original Christie Eclipse, but all the lasers are built right in. And even with that, we can still make this super quiet and give it all the functionality with longer illumination life and even a brighter picture. It just really gives it functionality for people that are just looking for the ultimate in flexibility and uncompromised image quality. So thank you.
This has been super fun, man. Seriously.
Thank you very much. It's been great having you today. I really appreciate your time today and just seeing some of the stuff that we offer. That we have a lot of other products that we're not even showing. But thank you very much. It's been great.
Cool, man. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos here at CEDIA 2025. We got a lot more covered, so stay tuned to the channel. Hope you guys have an incredible week. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next video.